Hi guys. Alright, today I'm going to show you how to create a simple web service on a server locally and then how to consume that web service. And this is all done with Visual Studio and C Sharp. I'm using Visual Studio 2008. So to start, we're going to create our ASP.NET web service on our local machine. So I go up here to create new project, and I'm going to choose web ASP.NET web service application. We're just going to keep the name here as default. Hit OK. It's going to generate our solution with a template. So you can see we've got a new project here with this service called service1.asmx. And it's given us one method here called hello world. And it's of type web method. So all this is going to do is just return a string hello world. And this is all we really need to do now to create this web service. If I simply host this web service now by starting the debugger, it asks if I want to enable debugging, and I'll just say run without debugging for now. So essentially this has just popped up my browser. Let me resize it so you can see. And it says that service 1 is now running. It's got this method called hello world, and it's hosted, you can't see, but it's hosted at localhost and then a port 60324. And I'll show you how to consume this web service now from a client app. So we open a new instance of Visual Studio. While that's being hosted, create a new project. We'll create a console application. I'll keep the default name. So I've got this blank console application here. And now if we want to consume that web service, we're going to have to add a reference to it. So if we right click on our project and we go to add service reference, you go to advanced. At the bottom you click on add web reference, and now you have to type in that URL that we're hosting our service at. And thought I had it pasted, but I didn't. Let me go get it from the browser. So I just pasted it in from that browser that got opened from our server. You click on go. So now it's just found our service. Our web reference name, I'll call it service1. Click on add reference. It's generating our reference now in our project. So you can see here that it's just added this reference called service1. And now I can consume that service in my main method here. If I create an instance of service1.service1, and it's spelling out the full namespace. Now I've got my object of type service1. I can call that hello world method, and since it returns a string, here we go. And then I can write this out to the console. So really what this has done now is I'm going to call this locally on my local host, and then it's going to return the words hello world, and then it's going to print out the response. So let's see, we'll run our project here in the console app. We'll say hello world and then disappear, but just so you can see it a little better, let's put in a read line here so it doesn't disappear. And there we go. It printed out hello world from the server. And that's it.